Yo, what's up guys? We are back with another new tower defense that's coming out, and it is actually a One Piece centric and inspired tower defense. So everything in here is going to be from One Piece, which is really cool. This is it's not the first tower defense we've seen do this, but it's one of the few first that has done it. So this is going to be really cool to check out. We have 3 starter units we can pick. We have Zoro, Luffy, and Nami. We're picking Nami. Let's just pick Nami, okay? Oh, there's like a summon animation, bro. Look at this. And then here's the lobby. So this actually looks pretty cool. All right, so now we are back and I have the admin panel finally. I was just messing around trying to get it, but we have quests here in the bottom right. This is just your average quest. So a lot of these things, by the way, that you're going to be seeing are not finalized, I was told. So there's going to be a lot of things here that aren't going to be how they actually operate when the game eventually does come out, if that makes sense to you guys. We have our inventory here. We have Nami. You can view the upgrades, how much damage they do. Something I also got told is the damage for a lot of characters is also not finalized. So we're just going to be able to look at characters, look at their VFX and their passives, but not their final numbers and stat balancing. But if you press view on somebody, you can actually see their passives on the right here. So pickpocket, every landed attack gives you a little bit more money. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna run away from this guy. I don't know why he's trying to get near me, but we have summoning over here. We have auto selling. We have chances, and we have pity at the top. Okay, mythic pity, legendary pity, and there's Mihawk. There's only 5 mythics in the game. There's Smoker, Brook, Ace, I think, Jester, and Arlong. I almost forgot his name, but some of these guys don't have full passives. Like here, like Brook, you can see what he does. He's a buffer and he summons skeletons on the map. That's really cool. But some of these guys don't have passives, it looks like. We have some legendaries here. We have a money unit right here, cool. And then we have just epics, legendaries, everything you have grown accustomed to at this point. Let's summon so you guys can see the summon animation. It's kind of like similar to the thing we saw when we first opened the game, so it's gonna look like that, but here's what it looks like when you pull units. Obviously, when you get shafted too, that's what it's gonna look like. They all pop up on the left when you pull them. That's pretty interesting. But yeah, not everyone has passives. It looks like this guy has a passive, which is really cool. His nose and hair have jiggle physics, bro. Look at that. Ew, why? That's really gross. It also tells you in chat. See, there's like 59 of this character. That's really cool. Over here, we have an index of all the characters in the game, which you can see all of them. I'm gonna give myself some of these units just so we can better showcase them. I'll give myself Shanks and Mihawk because they're like the big boys. But there's a couple of units, there's 21. There might be more on release, which is gonna be really cool. Over here, which I hope every game has this because this is amazing, but shiny exchange. If you pull a shiny of a character you don't want, let's just say this guy I pulled, I can turn him into some rerolls, which is really nice. We can give ourselves a shiny Mihawk, which I believe I did. All right, so we have our first unit here. We have Shanks. He just has red hair slam as his ability. We're gonna put him on our team. There you go, he's standing right behind us. Oh, dude, his VFX. Hold on, let me get a little closer look at that. He's like in my ass for some reason, and pause when I say that. But this guy looks cool, bro. I think they cooked with his model for sure. But let's go try and get a good trait on our guy Shanks here. So we have just the default traits down here: range, cooldown, damage, supernova, flash, sharpshooter, the money trait, the XP trait, captain, admiral, warlord, and emperor. So warlord is just, it looks like a mini. Oh wow, it looks like all 3 of these are just mini uniques, except, you know, emperor obviously being the highest one. But we're gonna try and get emperor. I'm just gonna let this go. They have an auto reroll thing, which is really nice. We're just gonna let this go until I get emperor. We're gonna see if it has like animation or something. But yeah, so far this game's looking cool. We'll look through the lobby a little more and then we'll show gameplay at the end, or at the end of me showing the lobby. But no, this game it's pretty cool. Obviously it's super early dev, so it's not like super far in the game's life cycle. Also, we just got a warlord right there, which is really cool. We just got another warlord. We have like infinite trait rolls, so we're gonna get an emperor soon here. I just want to see how many it's going to take because my luck is pure ass, and I have a feeling it's going to take hundreds. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments if you made it this far in the video. What do you guys think of this being a only One Piece tower defense game? I feel like that's pretty bold to do, right? It's not a super big thing a lot of these game devs do. There was the JJK tower defense, and there was the Naruto tower defense, but those are the only 2 I could think of. But I can't think of any other tower defenses that were just based on one thing. Also, I was right. This is taking a very long time. I wish their auto rerolling was a little faster personally, but we'll get there, bro. We'll get there in time. Captain is pretty ass. I don't know if these traits are final. I've been asking them over and over again if these traits are the final stat spreads, and they just haven't been responding, so I'm assuming that these are the final stat numbers for traits. But dude, I think they've put themselves in a situation here because these 3 mythic traits are so OP that these traits right here, Captain and Flash and Supernova, are useless. I really don't think there's even a reason to get them because Admiral, Warlord, and Emperor are just that good. Emperor is obviously ridiculous. It's like glitched, unique of this game. Warlord is just a mini version, and Admiral is a mini version of Emperor and Warlord. So I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna come back when we actually do roll Emperor. So I've just gotten word that I can just give myself the traits. We're gonna do that because I am not gonna. This is taking actually too long. All right, here we go. We totally pulled that legit, but we're gonna put him on. We're gonna put Nami on, and I'm gonna give myself some other units just so we can have a full team. We'll check out the rest of the lobby, and then we'll check out the actual game itself. Alright, so we have our full team here. We have Mihawk, which is really cool. We have Smoker, which is also a pretty cool pick. We have Brooke, which his hair's got jiggle physics still, which is actually really cool. And then we have Ace, maybe. I'm pretty sure this is Ace. Looks a little weird, I'm not gonna lie, but we do have unit evolutions over here. They're not done yet, so we're not really gonna mess with that. We also have stat rerolls, which, sure, we'll stat reroll a little bit. Try and get something good. I believe in the settings there's a way to turn off stat rerolling. Here we go. Stat rerolling. Oh my gosh, there was an auto trait reroll thing that makes it faster. Are you serious, dude? Yeah, that's actually unlucky, but here, let's see how fast does it go now. Oh, it's instant. That is really good. What are the chances here? And S is the highest. Good. There's no D+, S+, or something weird like that. Honestly, we'll just keep A for now for these. I'm not gonna lie. And we got damage S. Perfect. And we'll just do the same for Mihawk. Everyone else could just stay at A. I don't really care. But here we are on Mihawk. We have Polyglyph of Power. It doesn't really do anything yet. I'm not entirely sure. I just had a stroke saying that. We'll check out the rest of the lobby. We have Fruit Dealer, which this looks to be your gold shop. It's kind of interesting. I don't like that you have to click to buy all these. There should just be like a button where you can enter the amount you want. But here we go. We'll just bow at this entire shop. Why not? But this looks to be like the shop. We have Berry Merchant, which is another shop, and then you have Trait Revert. Trait Revert. That's gonna be an item in my inventory, right? There's a way to revert traits. That's really interesting. I wonder what that does. It's pretty obvious what it does, right? It reverts your traits, but still, that's crazy. All right, so we can feed units. We can feed Shank up here and get him decently high level. Oh, wait, we did not get him decently high level. Never mind. What level is he? 16? All right, we'll just check him out like that. But we have bundles over here. We have shop. What else do we have in the lobby? We have bounty board. So it's kind of it's basically the same as bounties from EV. And it looks like it drops units, stat rerolls, trait rerolls, gems. Super cool. Next, we have group rewards over here. This is just a custom to every single game now at this point. We have leaderboards, which obviously you get rewards for, and there's a couple of them. There's kills, Orange Town, there's different towns, playtime, and summons, which is pretty cool. Level milestones, which you love to see. Very awesome. Do you get a unit or anything in here? No. I think it's just straight rules, coins, whatever. We have a wheel spin, daily wheel spin. I love when games have these. We love gambling around this town, but so it's just daily wheel spin. It's what do you expect? We have the AFK chamber. This looks like it will be something. I just don't know what it is yet. And then we have emotes over here. We have a couple of emotes already in the game, which is pretty cool. Over here we have challenges, which is pretty nice as well. This is coming soon in the back of there, so maybe there's going to be like a daily challenge or something similar to that. But with all that, let's go into the game. Let's go check out the gameplay. Let's go check out everything. So if we enter play here, ooh, this is kind of interesting. World select, and you can see other worlds are behind it back there too. That's really cool. So we're just gonna start this and get in, guys. We're gonna see what it's like. Okay, so here we are. We're in game. There is, in fact, a unit manager and then info. There is 3 times speed as well. You need the 3 times game pass. That's kind of messed up that I don't have it. But Shanks is 100 gold. Remember that all of these numbers are gonna be final. These aren't final. These are just, they're letting us check it out. So we have Shank's first VFX here. Let me go into free cam so we can check it out. It just looks like a slash, right? Nothing super crazy. Just looks like a slash. We'll put it in 2x speed so you guys can see a little better. Next is he gets Conqueror's Slash. Is this a new attack or is it just the ability? He gets an ability called Conqueror's Slam. It looks like it didn't really do anything. I wasn't really paying attention, if you want me to be honest. He gets a new move called Crimson Guts, which, oh, that's kind of cool. He does like a slash. Almost looks like Sin Jin Woo. But next we have Smoke Shot, which becomes full AoE, which is really, really cool. And there's his VFX here. He just does like a giant burst. The VFX are not super bad for this game. They look pretty good. And then final, he has Large Area Burst. Sorry, Large Aura Burst. And it just looks like the same thing, but just slightly bigger. So that's pretty cool. And he's full AoE, which is really nice. He has Cripple, which makes units 50% slower, which is really, really cool as well. We'll check out Mihawk. Why not? We'll just check out both of them right now. So Mihawk, he just has basically the same slash attack. Next he gets Green Slash, which it's just Mihawk Slash. I like the little evil face that pops up too. That's really, really cool. Next we have Big Slash, which he's just staying circle throughout all of this, which I don't know how much of a fan I am, but the VFX look pretty nice for Mihawk. Next we have Green Tornado, which he becomes a cone and he launches 3 tornadoes outwards. I feel like his cone should be way larger if, you know, his VFX are 3 tornadoes, but hey, it is what it is. And then finally he has Slashes, which I can't even see. Oh, he's full AoE now. Alright. W. He just jumps down and slams the ground. Looks pretty good. We have Brook, so we can buff him up a little bit and get some extra damage. And you know what? While we're here, let's check out Smoker. So let's get him placed down. His VFX are pretty basic looking, I'm not gonna lie. Do they change at all? No, I'm guessing he just doesn't have VFX, right? And he also becomes full. Dang, dude, 3 full AoEs already. I'm guessing he doesn't have any VFX yet, which is okay, but Ace doesn't either. All right, so that's okay. But let's check out this map, man. Let's see how their maps are. That is something that's really important, not just to me, but to a lot of you guys too. This map looks nice, guys. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to the maps in this game, I definitely think they got it down pretty well. I'm not gonna lie to you. Here, let me place an Ace down because we are dying pretty bad, but no, this game's looking really good, bro. I'm not gonna lie. 2x speed. We're gonna see how long this stage took at the end here because we're about to end the stage. This felt pretty long, I'm not gonna lie, so hopefully that gets like rebalanced. Or let's see here. Let's see what the final time is. Okay, so here we are, final time. They don't show it, but that took probably around 6-7 minutes with, oh my god, I know I just said that, but it took around 6 to 7 minutes on 2x speed, so 3x speed is definitely going to be worth it in this game. It's going to probably drop that down to 5 minutes, which is very, very nice. But yeah, guys, that is One Piece Tower Defense. I believe on Roblox it's literally just called Peace Tower Defense, but this game's looking pretty nice, guys. Keep your eye out for it. Like I said at the start of the video, this is just for CCs to test out the game, so this is not going to be the absolute final. Everything's final, so everything's going to change. You guys will be able to experience this game soon. Hope you guys do. It's pretty cool. It's pretty unique. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you guys in the next video, and I love you guys, and see ya.